Hello, welcome back to day 2 of online learning. Today we are going to do the last pronoun that's shown here on the screen. So, we've learned all of the others. Ich takes E, ich spiele Fußball. Du takes ST, du spielst Fußball. Er and sie, he and she, take a T ending. Er spielt Fußball, sie spielt Fußball. Wir, we, takes an EN ending. Wir spielen Fußball. Ihr, y'all, the plural of du, just one U, more than one U's, takes a T ending. Ihr spielt Fußball. And the last one, sie. Sie is the plural of er and sie, or er and sie combined. Notice now these two boys are talking about the boy and the girl, but together. So instead of he separate and she separate, together, they're they. So sie can also mean they. Now you might be wondering, well, how in the world am I going to tell that apart from the sie that means she? This would be sie spielt Fußball. This would be sie spielen Fußball. So the verb is different. Also remember, you don't just go up to somebody and say, Sie spielen Fußball. They have no idea who you're talking about. You would have already been talking about these people. Maybe it's Frank und Hans spielen Fußball. Maybe it was die Lehrerinnen, the female teachers. And then you replace their names with the pronoun sie, they. So it's also going to be in context. So once again, you're going to see the examples for each of our vocabulary words with they. Sie is plural for they, and it takes an en verb ending. So it would be Sie spielen Tennis. So just like wir, where you didn't have to change the ending, it's the same thing. You do have to flip them. Instead of tennis, spielen, Sie spielen Tennis. Those two words are still flipped, but you don't really change the ending at all. Sie spielen Fußball. I'm not sure why there's a question, except you can ask it as a question. Spielen Sie Fußball? Do they play soccer? Probably it's just a typo. Sie spielen Basketball. Sie spielen auf dem Computer, or Sie spielen Computerspiele. Sie spielen Keyboard. There's no such thing as a keyboard. Sie spielen Gitarre. Sie spielen auf dem Smartphone. Sie fahren Skateboard. Remember, only use spielen if you're playing something. They're not playing skateboard, they're riding it. Sie surfen im Internet. Sie kommen zusammen mit Freunden. Sie tanzen in die Disco. Sie hören Musik. Sie sehen fern. Sie simsen. Sie schwimmen. Sie lesen. Or Sie lesen ein Buch. But all of these had an en ending because they, sie plural, takes an en. So see if you can guess these. We're going to use they for all of them because all of them have more than one person pictured. So this would be Sie tanzen. So when I pause, see if you can say the word before I do. Sie fahren Skateboard. Sie schwimmen. Or we could say die Schweine schwimmen. The pigs swim. So just like for he and she, you can also call whatever's in the picture by names or by their description, die Schweine, and you still use an en ending. Anytime you're talking about two or more people or things, you're going to say they, and you'll use the same verb with it. Sie spielen Computerspiele, or Sie spielen Videospiele. Sie hören Musik. You could say Jamie und Sam hören Musik. Sie spielen Fußball. Die Jungen spielen Fußball. Sie simsen. Sie spielen auf dem Smartphone, whatever you thought they were doing. Sie spielen Tennis. Or die Männer spielen Tennis. The men play tennis. Sie sehen fern. Sie spielen Gitarre. Or maybe Larry, Moe, and Curly spielen Gitarre, if you know their names. Okay, so that was the lesson for Sie plural. It takes an E in verb ending. So today you're going to go, instead of to Gimkit, you're going to go to Quizzes, and you're going to play a game with the Sie plural forms. And then you're going to go to this worksheet, and you're going to answer the questions. This one's a little shorter because it's the same thing. So you've got Was machen Sie? What do they do? So my example shows two people skateboarding. Sie fahren Skateboard. Remember, if there's a two-word verb phrase like skateboard fahren, you have to flip it again. But there's no ending change. So here you have 6 questions you're going to write the answers to. And then make sure you submit it in Google Classroom. So after you watch this video, you're going to go to the next link, practice on quizzes, then go to the next link, write these 6 sentences, and then you are done for this lesson. I will see you later. Tschüss.